we're fast,
I think
I mean, that's the
personally,
same boat. We could probably broadside him, dude.
if the stream is working, I think we should tell stories. I'm in a storytelling mood. Gabe, tell me about your first
God.
kiss.
Oh, okay. This is a good one. All right, have you heard this story? How many of you guys have not heard this story about my first
I've
kiss?
not heard the story.
I
I'm not
think I
from the
have.
story either.
It was well, my first kiss attempt
Oh yeah,
was
let's go.
with was Jillian.
His wife.
So that was my wife. Jillian took my kissing virginity, and it was, God, I think 10th or 11th grade, after a Cinco de Mayo party at Austin Wactors, of all people.
Dang.
And everybody else at the party left. It was super late at night, and it was just me and Jillian in Austin Wactor's backyard. Me and Jillian were on her trampoline.
Oh yeah.
Just super nervous, and just super nervous and awkward, and like, what's it called? I don't remember really what we said or what we like talked about or anything, but I think we talked previously about kissing, and anyway, it's just
Kissing
me
was
and her
on the
on this trampoline, very romantic, and my sister had already showed up to pick me up, but she
Bruh.
was trying to give us some privacy. So,
Okay. Gabe,
what, you want to shoot the cannons?
I want to shoot the cans up. Absolutely. All right.
let's-
Okay, so your sister
Slow down. We
comes.
gotta slow down.
Oh, I gotta load mine.
She gives you
Oh, I don't have any
space
cannonballs.
to kiss. Oh, I'm getting blue shelled.
Yep,
Okay, your sister comes. She gives you space to
So-
kiss.
pretty much. Yeah. So my
Gabe,
sister gave.
I
gave
think
me
we're
space.
we've got to Lorraine.
McKay Frame, ultimate wing woman.
It really was. Oh, they're coming towards us now.
Well, we're making mother of all stops.
So we like I said, it's just me and Jillian.
Oh,
now.
let's go, baby.
We're on the we're on the trampoline, all alone.
Get ready,
And-
Gabe.
What's it called?
What
I think we
happened?
like talked about kissing. I'm sorry. I'm
Oh my God.
So we are like about to kiss, and I close my eyes. Okay, I close my eyes. I lean forward, and I kissed her in the eye.
Oh my
I was
god.
nowhere
Oh,
near.
how did you hit the eye? That's
Dude, I didn't
tough.
know. That's just it. I closed my eyes before I even went in for a kiss.
You
The
closed your
biggest
eyes.
movie
I
mistake.
never
Let the
kissed a
girl close her eyes and think you're closing your eyes too, but you're not. I don't close
I
my eyes
didn't
when
know
I
that.
make out.
He's just staring so intently.
I look right at their face.
That is hilarious.
What if they
I just
really
pretend
love
that I'll
shit?
pretend to close right at the beginning, and then boom, eyes open, wide open.
Full open, dude.
Cause you have to like have
No one refuses to
control.
blink.
And then the girls think you're all
had
like suave, but you're not.
Because
Why are they running away from us? Aren't those the same people we said were on the map?
yeah, I must have just been marked like an enemy player or something like that.
No, it doesn't do that. They must have not know how their flags work. 'Cause
Also,
the flag
Jake,
is what the
awesome. If you have the Sea of Thieves, you should definitely play with us sometime because we're just getting into it. Okay, did anything else happen?
Gabe chase after the chip.
That's what I'm trying to do, Gabriel. Did anything else happen that
Did she
day?
break up with you?
Trying to kiss your eye? Yeah.
Did she break up with you
I
for
don't
kissing you in the eye?
You don't want to break up with me because I kiss your eye? It just says no.
Andrew, honestly, okay, I haven't heard Andrew or Amador's first kiss story. Andrew, tell us the story.
Oh gosh. Andrew can go first.
I'm not telling Steven any stories until he gets back on the game.
I'm playing Mario Kart.
Andrew, go first, you baby.
Yeah, Andrew,
Listen here, you crybabies.
Amber, tell us your first kiss story.
Some broadside battle with us right now.
tell us your first kiss story. You literally have not told me the story.
I would like to hear the story, Gabriel.
What story am I telling you?
Your first kiss, dude.
Dude, it's not exciting.
Dude, it's exciting.
Dude.
Huh?
I
Tell-
kissed Allie and we locked lips.
But like, why? Like, what was the lead up? Like, what was the? Was it steamy? Was it hot? Was it hot outside? Were you sweating?
Hot outside? No.
nervous?
We were in my room. I was a little nervous, but not really.
Nah.
Did you guys make out?
Yeah, we've made up quite a
Dude,
few
your
times.
first kiss with a makeup? Oh my.
Oh,
Oh,
my
Oh,
God.
Gabe, he's turned. Look at him turning the boat.
Did you touch her butt?
Yeah, I'm sorry. It wasn't. It wasn't very.
It wasn't what?
What's the word?
Lumptious?
I don't know. It wasn't very
Succulent?
romantic.
Dude, this is okay for everyone watching the stream. This is the best Mario Kart stage of all time, for sure.
Oh my
DK
gosh.
Mountain. Okay,
Gabe,
that
Gabe, we
story
are
was
just
no good.
losing them, dude.
Andrew,
We are
tell us your
losing
story, and then I'll tell mine.
Our sales are good too, which is what I don't understand. We got good sailing.
Well, we're about to hit the stream here.
Andrew,
so-
Andrew.
Okay,
Andrew,
Gabe, I will keep
What?
moving these sales.
Tell your
until we
story.
catch up and get these guys, dude.
Oh. So basically, I don't know. I feel like it was kind of simple, okay, but so I camp, okay, talking to this girl the whole time, all right, and well, like the night before, we made it like known that we like legit like like each other or whatever. So
okay, how did that happen?
We
I think
literally-
you got to give context. Okay, so why you told each other you liked each other? Who is it? Why'd you tell her you liked her?
this girl at camp, I literally met her at camp.
And what's the big deal at camp? Like, why do we care? Like, why did you?
Dude, because I am literally at this point in my life, I'm an all-time Patterbum low, right?
Dry spell.
Dude, just you wait.
Yeah,
It gets worse.
yeah. Wait till you get to college, dude. It's gonna get worse.
But anyways,
Yeah, what happened?
Gabriel,
so
Gabe, did you just completely lose them?
did I lose them? Like it's my fault? It's right.
It's
They're right.
definitely your fault, dude. I can see their. Oh no, I can't. Oh yeah, they're gone. Let's go up in the area. I bet we can find them again. They can't be that far. Their sailing gets to win. Wherever they went to. Let's
And
just
you
go up
keep
here a little
pausing
bit.
the story.
Oh, we're fine, dude. They're right in front of us, Gabe.
Go ahead, Andrew.
so okay, so we literally make this plan. We literally meet up at like after like basically flirting the whole like the 2 days. The third day, I meet her at like the last day of camp at like 5 in the morning.
Ooh,
Cause we get up at like 6 anyways, but we got up like extra early, all right?
early
So
morning.
we got up at
kids.
5, head over to the playground, all right?
Gabriel,
That was like the go-to spot.
See him?
All right.
Oh, nice. Camp playground at
We
5
sit
a.m.
down, right next to each other. All right. You know, and we were just.
Gabriel, I'm gonna board the
Bro.
ship.
What'd you say? Oh, you're checking it out. All right, and then I basically did it. I don't know. I don't know if I think she kissed me on the cheek first, and I was like, shoo. And like,
Gee!
I was like, I literally remember she like, and then like I literally kissed her, and I was like, I literally have no idea what I'm doing. And I remember after I kissed her, I literally I literally made an audible. I was like, let's go. It was so funny. And then like after that, I just kept kissing her over and over again.
What?
I just kept kissing her because I had to figure out what I was doing. I had to figure out the.
So you made out with her?
No, I didn't make out. I didn't know
That's
how
what
to
that
make
means.
out.
Okay.
No, because it wasn't like a whole hell no. It was just like a.
But you just kept,
Hey,
like, were your lips
kiss.
open?
Like you were pecking?
You were just
Yeah,
pecking
you-
over and
Control
over
the ship,
again?
Gabriel.
What?
Yeah, it was like a little bit of
Shit,
pass.
I'm getting the water out. Of here.
Why do I get the less fun?
Okay, fair
part?
enough.
There might have been one exchange of lips.
I don't think we're gonna have
You didn't lip lock, is what you're trying to say.
We're gonna have to both shoot,
I
Gabe.
didn't. Yeah, maybe once, but it was like, it wasn't really like yeah.
Dude, I'm in a
Okay.
party with a
What the
big
heck?
bird.
This crack up
Gabe,
has
ooh.
enchanted both my freaking
Gabe, did they
creatures.
knock you off?
Oh my gosh. I'm trying to repair the ship. I can't repair it fast.
Keep repairing. Keep repairing. It's okay.
Okay, I'll tell my story because my story is pretty good. I feel like so. My story starts back in the 6th grade. Okay, let me prepare my mind. Woo! Okay. So
Gabriel, get down here.
all the way started in the 6th grade.
Get down here.
I'm down here.
You go
Okay,
all the way
okay.
back, and I remember the first day. And okay, some people watching the stream are gonna know these people, so maybe just for my own like identity.
Keep going, Gabe.
Like,
keep
I'll
going.
change
Keep
the
repairing.
names.
Keep going.
But basically, it all started in 6th grade, and I walked into 6th grade, and you know, I was one of those kids who, you know, I was interested in girls from a very young age. Like I feel like some people, I feel like a lot of guys when I was a kid were like, girls are gross, and I was like, no way, like I want to sit at the girls' table, like and hang out with girls because I want to kiss them and like make out with them. But like I was only a kid, so like
heavy.
what do I know about it? So anyway, 6th grade comes along, and it's the same game plan as it has been all of elementary school. And I get in there,
Gabe, we're
I
gonna
see a
have to
girl,
enter,
and let's call her, I don't know.
wait.
Yeah,
turn
let's
left.
call her Delilah. That was not her name. Let's call her Delilah. And I was immediately in love with Delilah. Like, I was obsessed with her, right? From 6th grade on, right? So, unfortunately, Delilah did not like me back. And in
We
fact,
just sailed their ship.
none of the
Sink their
girls
ship.
thought liked me back.
No.
In fact, a lot of girls, I was the only guy in choir class. I was the only guy in
Gonna wrap
choir
up
in the
this
entire
rock.
school other than Gilberto
Watch this, Gabe. Watch
and
this.
Demetrius.
Bring
And
us close to that rock.
unfortunately, because of that, everyone thought I was gay. At least some of the girls thought I was gay. So
Gabe, bring me
I
close
was
to this
not
rock.
gay.
All right.
I was very much
Always
interested in
correct.
Delilah. So anyway, Delilah and she was also in choir, and it was just this
We're
kind of
trying to,
relationship
too.
of like we're friends, and that was all it was, right? But she knew I liked her because I told someone I liked her, and it made it
We can hit
obvious.
the anchor.
And yeah, but it
Raise,
just
by the way.
basically you just have to have this idea in your head of you've
Get
got
ready to raise.
you've just got this situation where there's like goofy me who girls think I'm gay, and I like this girl who's like in my head is like the most beautiful, like the best ever, and then she's just part of this. She thinks I'm gay or something. Like she doesn't like me. She thinks I'm weird. And anyway, so that's how it starts, right? So then in 7th grade, people didn't think I was gay anymore. I quit choir. People stopped thinking I was gay,
We're
and
going back to those rocks, Gabriel.
then
Hey,
They
one
tried
of
to
them,
shoot somebody.
I
Tried to
felt
shoot
like I
we're in the
think
water coming towards us.
something changed in like my perception. I don't know what it was. I think I just like started hanging out with
Through the rock. The rock.
dudes
the rock.
more, like cooler guys at lunch and stuff. And people didn't like. I just felt like my reputation was changing a little bit for the better.
And he became gay.
No, this was after the gay, and and then so at lunch, well, this is basically what happened.
Okay.
So I'm out of choir. I'm hanging out with cooler dudes, and I remember towards like
I got.
once it started getting closer to winter, I started talking to this Delilah more often, right? And it was very evident that I liked her. Okay, and I don't know if she liked me at all. I had no idea at this point. But on Christmas, I got a cell phone, and that's where it all changes. So for me, I feel like every single kid, whenever they get a cell phone for the first time, they just text people all the time. So immediately, I started texting like all my different friends. So like my friend Jacob, Paluska, Cade. I just started texting people. I just started messaging them, and I asked my friend Jacob. I said, "Hey, can I have this?
We've got to get.
Do you have this chick's number?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'll give you the number." So I ended up messaging the girl, and we were already like we knew each other enough. Like it wasn't weird.
Lauren
that I
anchor, so we
messaged
can
her.
turn. We have to turn.
Maybe she thought it was weird. But anyway, we started messaging, and
Help me.
it was basically just kind of this like I have no idea what she was thinking. She probably thought it was weird that I was messaging her out of the blue, and she's probably upset that I was given her number, but it was too late. I had her number, and I was messaging her, and yeah. So this goes on. Did you have a question, Cody?
No, I was just muttering what you said. You said it was too late. It just sounds very...
Nah,
Oh my gosh. Hit
It
me
is not.
straight with
So we
Dang.
go into this. There's this whole like segment of 7th grade to the summer, right? And this is where it all starts. Well, it started in 6th grade, but this is where it goes from she doesn't like me at all to she kind of likes me. So I had this great idea of, well, actually, okay, let me step back. When you text someone you kind of have to carry a conversation, right? So for me, I was a very good Christian boy. I didn't do anything wrong. I have never done anything wrong before, really. So there wasn't anything for me to tell her or to carry on the conversation. And you know how
broke the
girls
man.
are in middle school? They have all these problems and things they need to deal with. And like it's very easy for them to be like, yeah, I'm struggling with this thing mentally, like my dad,
Cannibals.
my mom came home drunk, or like
I got the repairs.
like my friend said something
Crap,
mean
we
to
just took a
me
lot of damage.
or something like
Bucket of water,
that.
bucket of
and
water.
I'm all upset
You
about
get a
it.
chance.
And
Water.
yeah, but I didn't have anything to say. I was like, well, my life's pretty awesome. Like, there's nothing going on in my life that's bad. So how am I supposed to like generate some sort of interest from her? Like, how am I get her interested in me? So I had a great idea of lying. So I told her probably.
Yep,
And
they
have I
can.
ever told you this, Andrew?
But beyond then, he said you were.
Andrew, don't say the name. Don't say the name. Don't say the girl's name. My goodness. Yeah. So anyway,
Yep.
Lowering anchor, broadside, help me, Gabe. That was a
all
bad idea.
right.
This was a
So
bad
I'll tell
idea.
you what I said. Basically, I didn't really have. I just needed to generate some sort of interest. So what I did was I lied, and what I lied about to her was, well, I wanted to make myself interesting. So I told her that I was an FBI's most wanted
I'm
computer
dead. Revive
hacker.
me.
I jumped in the war.
I'll just offer my soul then to the ferryman.
Okay, I'll wait for the mermaid.
Did you hear that, Cody?
You were
God, they caught us.
the most wanted computer hacker.
Yes.
Gabe,
I told her I was an FBI's most wanted computer hacker, and I ran with that for months. And I would do things all the time. So I told her, I'm like, I have this huge secret I need to tell you, right? So then I go through the process of telling her. She doesn't believe me, and then I spend the next couple months convincing her that it's true. And I have no idea if she believed me or what. But anyway, so I go through this whole process of telling her like different things. So like I go into school and I open up the files of the computer, right? There's this kid, Clyde Kershaw, and he taught me how to open up System 32 in a computer, which is very easy to do, and I know how to do it now, and it's
No,
really
stop.
not that
We're not-
impressive,
we're not-
but
okay,
to
we're
a
not yet.
7th grader,
Yep.
because this was 7th grade,
Launch yourself.
it's
in
very
the camera.
impressive if your classmate can open System 32, like the file thing. It looks like you're doing something. So I would go into System 32 in class, and I would type in random stuff and act like I was hacking computers. So that would happen, and then there were certain days too where we had like tests and stuff, and
Go on, Gabe. swim.
when like computer tests, and if those computer tests went wrong, which there was a couple times where it did, I would tell her that I did that.
It's right here.
So it just became this like lie that I would lie about every day, and I would just tell her like, yeah, I'm a hacker, and like I hacked this thing. And so that was going on. I don't know if she believed
You
that
killed?
or if that like really made her like me, but going
Shark, Gabe,
from seventh grade, like in the winter, to the end of 7th grade, something changed. So 7th grade summer was really crazy. So in the beginning of the summer, like at the end of the school year, really, me and Alex were invited. Me and my friend Alex, he's pretty popular. Were invited, and I wasn't that popular. I really wasn't at all. I probably wasn't popular at all. We were invited by our other friend Alex Thomas
Are you going to the ship?
to go to the water park with all the hot girls from school. So
He hit me good.
I had never been to the water park with like hot girls before in my life, and I mean obviously we were in middle school, so it's not like. And by the way, if we're watching through, I'm quitting the Mario Kart race because I didn't get first. I have to get first every race.
You got me.
So anyway, so I'm going to the water park with all the hot girls, right? And the issue with that was that although I'm hype, these girls are not excited that I was invited. And the reason why is because I had a bit of a reputation for being a pervert. And I wasn't actually a pervert. Like, I would say, I probably said some awful things to some certain people, like awful jokes, but I was just trying to fit in. I really was. I wasn't actually perverted, but I would say like things that were probably weren't the best. That being said, I had this
Yes.
reputation. These girls were not excited that I was going to the water park with them. So Alex Thomas informed me that they thought this, and there was this dialogue back and forth of essentially like, you know,
Like,
to just
yeah,
try to
we
be
get
cool.
food.
So I go to the water park. I'm trying to be cool,
I'll be right back.
and the goal at first was just like, well, I got to go down one of the slides with one of these girls, right? I have to go down the water. I got to go down a water slide with one of the hot girls so I can brag to all my friends that I, you know, did that. So we're there for like a couple hours, and I'm just missing every shot I take for hours, and like literally I missed every shot. And then when we get, I think there was one time even I was like, hey, like you want to like go down the water slide with me? And she was like, no, I'm just gonna sit here, like I'm just gonna like not. And I'm like, okay, right, like okay. So I'm getting rejected by these girls, but we get to the end of the day after being rejected the whole day, and I get to the end of the day, and it turns out that Delilah, the girl that I like, was there at the water park. So like this is the girl I've obviously been lying to about being a secret agent. Like she must have some interest in me. She texts me all the time. She thinks I'm a secret agent. She probably like this is my chance to go down the water park with a girl. So we went down. So okay, let me step back. I saw her. Oh shoot, I lost again. I gotta restart. I see her. Literally right after I got rejected by this one girl, like nope, I'm not going down the water slide with you. You're ugly. Like you're weird. Like I don't want to hang out with you. I turn around and I see this chick like walking towards me, and again, this is the love of my life at the time. I'm pogging. I'm excited. I go up to her. I talk to her and I say like, hey, like what are you doing? Like, hey, like what are you doing at the water party? Like, she's like, oh no, nothing much. She's blushing. I'm blushing. I say to her, I water slide. Like I don't know if you're going down water slides. I need someone to go with. It's a double. It's like you can go down the water slide with me. She tells me that I can go down the water slide with her. So again, pog. I'm going down. So now we're going up. We're going up. I'm now going up. And okay, all these other girls were like the hot girls, like popular girls or whatever. But this was like to me, like she's the best looking girl at school. So now me and best looking girl at school going up up the staircase to the water slide. The trouble was that she's wearing a bikini, and I'm a middle school boy who is completely like overwhelmed in the moment. And like, long story short, I'm just like, I'm taken aback. I'm taken aback by how attractive she is. We go down the water slide, and I dart. Like, after the water slide, she's like, that was fine. Like, you want to hang out more? I am like pooping my pants. Like there's some unsaid things that are going on that I'm not saying right now, but I am getting out of there. Like I do not want to be seen right now. So I get out.
Someone is not very easy.
I get out.
Absolutely easy, Coco.
I get out of the situation. It actually, I would say overall it was a success because she did nothing like weird happened to like where someone was like thinking something or like. The point is that at the end of the day, we went down the water slide, but we didn't hang out anymore because I was kind of nervous, right? Oh shoot, I'm getting hit by red shell. But we didn't hang out anymore, and it was just kind of like an awkward ending. But at the end of the day, I still went down the water slide with like what I thought was the hottest girl in school. So, with that being said, summer starts because this is like right before summer starts. Over summer, this girl texts me the entire freaking summer, and she was in a relationship with someone else. So at this point, I'm thinking to myself, like, I might actually have a chance with this girl, right? She went down the water slide with me. She's been messaging me all summer, including when I'm at summer camp, like Andrew said, right? And she's sending me she's talking to me about things that are kind of like, she's saying things to me that are like questionable, like that sounds like something you wouldn't say to someone that you don't like, that you're not into. She must like me, you know, going down the line. And that just goes all summer. So let me get into the school year. So I think the thing that was interesting about the school year was that, oh my gosh, third place again. 150 cc's is impossible. Okay, so the thing that's interesting about like this school year and like this whole situation is that although she, you know, there's this entire time, her and I are building this relationship. While that's going on, she is telling people behind my back, I'm pretty sure, negative things. I don't know like all the details, but essentially like the farther into the relationship I get with her, the dumber I look in front of everyone else because of all the things. Because she's basically, I think she's just telling everyone everything I'm saying to her. Okay.
Oh yeah.
But this is just the beginning. So school year starts. I like her. I think she's still in a relationship, or she just gets out of it. She's into me now, right? But there, like, that hasn't been said between us, right? So I don't know exactly what happened to get to the point where we're like, we like each other. But again, I guess this whole story is about my first kiss, so that's what I'm trying to get to. So, first kiss. Somewhere along the lines, heading into the first school, like into this like year, we tell each other that we like each other on some level. So, okay, we like each other. Awesome. So now what? So, in my head, I'm like, okay, we gotta kiss each other and we gotta go on a date. Those two things. So, both are like their own separate story. And obviously, right now, I'm just trying to tell the kissing story. So, this is basically how it happened. So, keep in mind, I've been waiting my entire middle school, like, conscious career to, like, kiss this chick. Like, the entire time. So, we go, and, like, I tell her, I think I wrote her a note. I think that's what we used to do. So, we used to write each other notes all the time. And we fold them up into squares. So, she would write me a note, and then I'd write her a note. And on one of these notes, I said, like, hey, like, we should smooch. So I don't know what, like, we should kiss, right? We just find a place to kiss. I don't know what is gonna happen at this point. Like, I don't know like what she's gonna say, but I'm nervous.
So big.
Like, I sent her a letter. I put it out there. I'm on my whole life's on the line at this point. So
His whole life.
I don't know what it is about middle school relationships, but there's a lot of heat involved. So what I mean by that is the temperature in the room would get extremely hot whenever you're talking to your crush. So she walks into math class or something along those lines. Got 8th place. I cannot believe it just got 8th place. She walks into like math class or whatever class it is, probably Mrs. McDonald's class, and she like, or Mrs. Hill's class, probably what it was. And like, you know, she does this weird like flirtatious thing, like she gives me the note. Immediately the room is like 100 degrees and I'm like sweating. She gives me the note and says like, I'm not sure exactly what she said, but it was along the lines of like, hey, like I think you'll like what's in this note. So I take the note and
How old are you at this point?
I'm like 14 or 13 or 14. I'm probably 13 to be honest. I haven't turned 14 yet, but I'm 13 and I'm pogging. I'm excited. This is exciting. So I go to gym class, right? And everyone goes into the main locker room and I stay in the shower area. I read the note. The note's a pretty long note. She talks about all her feelings and stuff. Like there's a lot of fluff involved. But at the end of the note, it said, hey, let's kiss at the end of the day right before we get on the bus. So immediately, I get, like, first of all, I need to practice. So I go into the locker room, and I take my 2 fingers, and I start practicing making out with my own hands. Like I need to, like I need to know how to like lock the lips. So I'm sitting there, like sitting there in the locker room, the boys' locker room, like they kissing my hand, trying to figure out. I don't know if anyone saw me, but that was happening when I was there. So I'm thinking to myself like, okay, how am I gonna do this? So my plan was tilt your head 45 degree, because you see in the movies like they, you can't just like going straight. Have you ever seen Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs? Like they go in straight and their nose is bumped. So I'm like, I don't want that to happen. So I can't turn my head completely sideways, right? Like that would be really weird. And keep in mind, like I thought this was gonna be a makeout. Like I'm not sitting there thinking to myself like, oh yeah, this is just gonna be a peck. No, I'm like, we're gonna make out. Like I'm getting ready to make out. No, and I have no idea. Like she did not tell me we were gonna make out. She just said we're gonna kiss or something like that. So I'm sitting there getting ready, practicing. My idea is, okay, close my eyes, turn my head 45 degrees, and then this is how you're gonna like open your lips, right? And it's just a typical open your lips kind of maneuver. So that's what I had in my head, right?
Gabriel, are you in here?
Oh, I just hit a freaking Goomba. So I go into like lunch. I think I don't know if I told the guys. I think I did. I think I told the guys. Everyone got really hyped. Everyone's like, "We ready? We ready?" Whatever that song is. And I'm getting hyped. And I think the biggest problem is when you're about to have your first kiss, do not tell anybody because everyone's going to be watching you when it happens.
Yeah.
And that's so. Lunch, dinner, like everything, lunch, recess, everything that happens in between. Point is, everyone, not only about to have this kiss that I think is going to be a makeout, but also everybody in the school, or all my friends, know what's about to happen, and they're going to watch. So, I don't know what percentage of my friends watched, how large the group was, but there was at least 5 people, right? So that now we're getting there. So, the last class ended. We met up. Me and the girl. We met up after class, and we started walking down the hallway. We go down the stairs, and we're continuing to walk down the hallway. We're going the long way, I believe. Right? So we're going the long way. Go down the stairs. We start walking around. We're walking slowly. There's certain people I see around the hallway, around me, and I know that they're watching. I know that they're getting ready to watch. Right? But they're all in front of me. I can see that they're going out in front of me. I'm walking slowly. Me and this girl know this is going to happen. Right? There's this added pressure of I like her a lot. And she pretends to like her. She likes me, but she tells everyone she doesn't like me. So everyone's kind of judging me, and I don't realize this. I thought everyone's excited. I don't know. We start getting down in the hallway, and I know it's about to go down because, like, people around us were starting to make out. If that
Oh my gosh.
in middle school, when people are about to get on the bus, kids make out right before, like at least in Hobart. So I'm already getting ready to get on the bus. We're walking down the hall. We're getting towards the end of the hallway. Kids around us are making out. So I know that it's about to be my turn to make out.
Hello.
Gabriel, what happened?
We're almost there, Amber.
Sorry, dude. My grandpa's really sick. And they were telling me what they're gonna do with him.
Is he okay?
He's reaching the end.
Okay. Okay, well, I'm getting to the end of the kissing story. So I'm walking down the hallway. I'm walking down the hallway. I'm getting to the end. Everyone's making out. I know it's about to be my turn. All right. So this girl turns around and grabs my hands, right? And I'm like, okay, here it comes. I look over her shoulder. I see my friend, my best friend, and I think the girl that likes him at the time. And they're sitting there watching me, right? Now, I'm being watched. She's grabbing my hands. She's turning around. Everyone's making out. It's about to be my turn. She's grabbing my hands. Like, this is it. It's about to happen. So she said, she's holding my hands. She starts swinging my arms, like horizontally, back and forth. I'm like, okay, like it's about to happen. Then right as things were about to get really good in my head, I'm like, okay, here we go. Right as things were about to get really good, she goes, so like, and I'm like, yeah. She's like, this is really awkward. What? And I was like, yeah. She's like, this is like so awkward. And I was like, I guess so. It's like kind of awkward. And she's like, yeah, it's like really awkward. And I'm like I didn't think it was awkward, but I just kind of ignore it. I just kind of thought like, yeah, she's like an awkward person. Maybe like she just feels awkward or whatever. So I just accept. I'm like, okay, she feels awkward. Whatever. Who cares about that? I'm still ready. Okay, I kind of phase it off. I shake it off. At this point, I still had like an unmatched amount of confidence. I wasn't prepared for any sort of like I in my head I didn't think anything would go wrong. So I close my eyes. Right? Still holding our hands, we're still swinging our arms. Oh crap, dude, I'm like getting to the end of this freaking race. No, please do not get hit by a red shell. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, we're holding hands. I close my eyes. Swinging arms horizontally. Oh my gosh, I lost. I take a quick peek, and I see her starting to move towards my face, and I'm like, okay, this is it. So, game plan. Close my eyes, turn my head 45-degree angle, open my mouth. All right? I'm going in. I'm getting ready to grab her lips like it's a hamburger patty. Like,
Okay.
like I am getting ready, like,
Join Gabe.
Invite me more time.
to like hinge. And I see your comment, Jacob. I don't know how you don't remember. I remember people making out in the hallway on the way to the bus every day. Like, that was a big deal. Okay. Anyway, so we're sitting there, and I'm getting ready. I'm going in, but my eyes are closed. I'm completely blind. I'm like going into a cave. Like, I'm getting ready to latch on. And right as I'm about to latch on, I feel a little, and a back away, and then I grab. I feel, and then a release. Like there's air in front, and there's air there. So I feel contact, and then I feel nothing. But my eyes are still closed. So I continue to hinge, and I hinge, and there's nothing there. And I open my eyes, and she is already walking away, and I'm sitting there like mid-makeout face, in the middle of the hallway by myself, and everyone's gone. And I look over, and then my friend is like literally looking at me, like watching me, like completely just like I was
Like what?
like I literally just like tried to make out, and like she's gone. Like she left before I opened my eyes.
You kissed the middle. You just kissed air. You didn't kiss anything.
No, like she pecked me before I got the chance to hinge. So I'm like, my mouth's open, I get pecked, and she's gone. Then I close lips, and there's nothing to grab onto. I open my eyes, and she's walking away.
Oh my gosh.
That's tough. I'd kill myself.
But we started dating after that. So she did. I mean, I don't know what was going on, like socially. I don't know. I say all these things about my social. I don't know what other people were thinking at this time. I really don't. I was very much in my own head. I had my own thoughts, feelings. I was kind of having my own sort of like whatever. So that was the first kiss, right? It was just like I went for a makeout. She pecked me, and then all of a sudden I was in there by myself. Like I was standing on my own. Like it was not good. And then I talked to my friend Alex afterwards, and we were like playing soccer, tennis, or something, and he's like, dude, yeah, he's like, Jenna told me that was the most awkward kiss she's ever seen in her freaking life. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I might as well tell the rest of the story of this relationship since it only lasted 2 months. So after the first kiss, I don't know. I think we had already started dating, right? But or no, we were about to. We didn't yet. So okay. This was probably like middle of October. So up comes the Halloween dance, and I feel like some people, I think some middle school dances, I think people have this idea that it's this like nice, like if you hear middle school dance, what do you think? You think, oh, a couple of kids, like,
Awkward.
yeah, it's pretty awkward, like whatever. No, at Hobart Middle School, the middle school dance was like a grind fest. Like, no, it wasn't like high school prom for like most schools, but like literally there was like grind lines. Like I remember one time in like I remember one time in 6th grade, I was literally sitting there with 2 girls behind me and 2 girls in front of me, and we were standing like pelvises together, like doing like a Congo grind, like a Congo grind. Oh my gosh. And we're literally like, this is 6th grade. Like this is like
Orgies in 6th grade.
literally like the entire gymnasium is just like full of sweaty like middle school boys. I'm just like pelvis humping like girls like, and anyway, so that is the scene for you, right? So, Halloween dance I expect to be no different. So of course I just kissed this girl.
Yes.
I fully expect to be in a relationship with her. So I say to her like, hey, would you like to go to the dance with me? The Halloween dance. And she said yes, of course. So she said yes. I go. I'm getting ready to go. Halloween that year, I thought it would be a great idea to go as, very sexy, a Teletubby. So me and 2 of my friends, close friends, Alex and Jacob Haluska, went as Teletubbies. We went trick-or-treating. When it came to the dance, we were all going to go as Teletubbies to that too. I got in my Teletubby costume, and they chickened out. So I went to the dance by myself as a Teletubby, as the yellow Teletubby, and they both chickened out and didn't go because they didn't want to like look stupid. But this wasn't just me going to be a Teletubby at the dance. I was going to the Teletubby to dance on the first date with the first girl that I ever liked. And it's the same girl who I had my first kiss with.
Wow.
So as far as like, okay, what happens at the dance? I get to the dance, she sees me, and she's embarrassed. I don't know why. Here's the crazy thing. I told you the story in the beginning of the story. I go to, what do you call? I go to the water park with all the women, like all the hot girls from school, all the popular girls, right? And none of them were into me. None of them were like they were against me. They didn't want me to be there. But now that I'm at the Halloween dance and I'm wearing a Teletubby costume and I made out with the hottest girl in school, or by made out I mean like had an awkward kiss in the hallway. Now all of a sudden they all want to talk to me. So I was literally taking pictures with all the popular girls. All the popular girls were coming up to me and they said, Steven, hey, like you're so funny. You're wearing a Teletubby costume. It's hilarious. Would you please, take a picture with me in my like,
Pump and grind.
you know what they were wearing? They were wearing duct tape dresses, right? So they had these like form-fitting pencil skirts that were like covered in like duct tape, right? And they would come up to me, hey, like take a picture of me. With me, I'm wearing a or not. I'm wearing you look funny in your Teletubby costume. So I don't know if this like made her jealous or anything, because like what happened in the beginning, like I said, I was like basically getting rejected by this girl who I liked, who I was going to dance with. She didn't want to talk to me because I was wearing a Teletubby costume. She told me to take it off. So anyway, long story short, she started talking to me again, and things were going well. she still kept telling me to take it off, but she was okay with talking to me. So I thought to myself, I'm like, I want to get more action, and I need to ask her out, and she won't talk to me. So anyway, I took the Teletubby costume off, and then we started doing this awkward middle school thing where we started hugging, and like talking to each other. And I think at this point she had told me not to ask her out at some point. I don't know why, but we're sitting there, we're like hugging each other. We're like kind of, we're not like kissing, but like we're like looking at each other, and then like I don't know, we start kissing each other. We're like, like, you know what I mean? And then at some point along the line, I was like, hey, like, you want to go out with me? So yeah, she goes out with me. She says yes. And then we date for about a month, and I think so. I'm gonna de-escalate the story at this point. So when you're dating in middle school at Hobart, I felt like what would happen was we would stand next to each other in the recess, like outside area, and like hug. And then all your friends stand where they normally stand, and they make fun of you because you like have a girlfriend, but they like make fun of you because you're acting weird. So that's pretty much what's happening for like. That's pretty much what's happening for like, I don't know, a month. So a month of me standing in the thing, and we never really. Like, she kisses me before I go to the thing, or whatever, to the bus or whatever. She's like the love of my life. Like, I was in love with her since 6th grade. Now she's finally my girlfriend. Blah, blah, blah. I feel like some of my friends were kind of like... I remember, like, I had another friend who she, like, clearly liked more than me, who will not be named. But, yeah. So, that's my situation. I haven't last for a month.
I won't shoot unless they shoot gay, bro.
1 month into dating.
I won't shoot unless they shoot.
1 month into dating... Winter break starts, and that's a big deal because that means I can't see her for a month because I don't have a license, and I'm not really allowed to date yet because I'm a 7th grader. Anyway, winter break starts. It's fine and dandy, and we have this we're getting these really deep like text messaging conversations. I think everyone has these in middle school, or at least high school, where you're like, I don't know. But I was being weird. Like, I just want, like, if the girl's gonna know who she is if she watches this. I apologize for everything that I said did in those conversations. Like, I was a weird middle schooler. Nothing like terrible, but like, I don't know. I think I blocked out all those memories. So if there was something terrible, then I don't remember. But I do know that I was being a little bit of a freak. So anyway, that goes on for about a month, and then we get to the breaking point, which is New Year's, right? So right before we come back to school. And so just like, to keep in mind like everything that's been going on. This whole time I've been lying to her for over a year now about being a secret agent for the not a secret agent, a top like an FBI most wanted hacker. So she thinks I'm a hacker.
Like, she just thought you were like some 7th grade Alex Rider type thing. There's barrels in the water.
Yes, like I literally told her I was a hacker. Like, and I would lie to here's the thing about it. I would lie to my friends about it. Like, I would say, because I was so trying to convince her that I was a hacker, that I was willing to lie to my other friends that I was a hacker as well, just to make it more believable that I'm a hacker. I even lied to myself. I sat my best friend Alex.
Not really.
Not really? Okay.
I sat my best friend,
Still stuff on that. Yeah.
Alex Novakovic. No, it's okay. I sat my best friend down in the garage, and I was like, hey, I got to talk to you. And I literally sat there and had like a coming out story about how I am a top secret most wanted hacker. And I told him like, hey, like, I'm living a dangerous life, and that's just how it is. And like, I steal money from people's bank accounts, and I hack people, and I'm dangerous, and that's just how it is. And I told him that. And I told another kid, Cade, I told him the same thing. And he laughed in my face. And I was like, Cade, like, don't say anything. You're gonna get me in trouble. Like, the feds will come right now or whatever. Anyway, I was deep in this lie. I believed it. I believed I was a hacker.
Uh-huh.
So anyway, we get to the end of the whatever.
Shithead.
My dad finds out that I had a girlfriend, right? And he's like, Steven, like, you're not allowed to date. You're in 7th grade. You're stupid. You can't date yet. Like you're a dumb person. You're not mature enough to date. I'm like, Dad, but you can't tell me what to do. Like, you're an authoritarian figure. Like, I hate you. Like, and I literally am like, I'm like going through like the spiel, like telling my dad how much I hate him. And anyway, so I'm telling my dad how much I hate him. I tell her, I'm like, hey, like, look, my dad said like we can't date, but like, I don't care. She's like, well, this is hard. And at this point, keep in mind, she likes someone else better than me, right? But whatever. So it was on New Year's exactly, because we started dating on Halloween on the 31st, and we broke up on the 31st of December, right? So on New Year's Eve. So then New Year's Eve, we have this conversation. And I'm like, you know what? I have no idea how, but I'm pretty sure I told her that we're breaking up. And the reason I broke up with her, and it's very noble, I said I broke up with her because I realized she wanted to be with another dude, right? So essentially, I cucked. I broke up with her so she could be with someone else. I cucked, and I allowed her to date someone else. And I don't know if I should have done that. That may have been the right decision. It may have not. But bottom line, that's what I did. And at the end of the day, I don't regret it. So, anyway, we broke up, and then she told me that, what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. She was like, we were both sad, we're like crying, and then she's like, and I was like, I realized, I was like, man, I have to tell her I'm not a hacker now. So, I was like, geez, like, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, I had to come to terms with the fact that I wasn't a hacker, and was like,
Yeah.
all right. So I texted her and said, like, I'm not a hacker.
Where are you going?
And then she said, like,
That tall tale.
she said, F you.
Dang.
She told me to frick myself. She said, F you. Like, how dare you lie to me about being a hacker for a year? Like, I felt like the only reason I loved you was because you were a hacker. That's how I felt to a certain extent.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, we come out of it stronger. I came out of it stronger than I was before. I didn't get over her till the end of freshman year of high school when I got a brain. And then I think, I don't know. It was like the middle of freshman year. I got over her. Again.
Are you gonna get on CF also?
Yeah, I will after this Grand Prix. And then anyway.
Hurry up, because we got a pretty big mission coming up.
Okay. Anyway, I think that's pretty much it. Oh yeah. Then, okay, I think she was actually starting to talk to this other guy, right? And if this other guy, if you ever watch this, keep this in mind. She kissed me in the hallway. On the way, like one last time. One last farewell kiss. And that was way better than the initial one, right? So, anyway. That was my first relationship.
Wow. That was the longest story for a first kiss.
Yeah, I know. Hopefully it makes good content for Cargo Things.
I don't know, man.
I'm older since you began that.
What?
Alright, Gabriel,
So I'm
we're coming
older
up.
since you began that.
You can
There was
look
like
in
a ship. You're looking at the map?
Yeah. You can look in the map down there, and you'll see what we're going for.
I saw it. I looked. We're doing
We
night
might
right now.
We might avoid that ship if we.
I don't know, Gabe. I have no desire to avoid any ships whatsoever. I love to immediately chase and kill people.
I don't know. We only got 2 people. It's not as fun. Plus,
Dude,
I really wanna get
we just need to be stealthy. Turn the lanterns off. So far we've lost every engagement we've done except for the one we did with Ethan and Steven yesterday, the day before. It's hard. It's hard to win.
Yeah.
Even the people we fight. Like,
Please, no. This is the worst place ever. No!
Gabriel, tell me where to go.
well, you're you need to start going a little
Oh,
bit
I freaking
east.
lost.
I'd go due east, Steven. Due east.
Is it this island that's like right by us?
Yeah, so we're entering the Devil's Aurora, so we're gonna have some choppy water soon. There's volcanoes and stuff over here.
Sweet.
The other ship is at Ruby's Fall. It looks like.
Anyway, I want to tell more stories. I'm just like, I need to get better at storytelling. So I feel like that's a good, safe story to tell. I can retell it later when we have a bigger audience.
Yeah, I do think that you'll need to work on staying focused.
Yeah, Kendi
We
told
asked
me
you
that.
one question. We're 45 minutes in. We're like not going anywhere.
All right.
I know. That's what's annoying. Oh, it's
Yeah.
because our scales are not pointing the right way.
Okay, I'm gonna switch the game to Sea of Thieves, and I'm gonna
This
end
is
this
why nobody
stream.
likes this area of
So,
the map.
well, actually, no. I guess I won't. I don't have to end the stream. I guess. No, I'll end the stream
gonna take-
because that way it's focused. All right.
You're ending this room.
Yes, I
Make
think
sure
I
you
am.
get on soon so we can invite you because we're doing a tall tale, which is like a pretty hard mission.
I don't even know if he